What is going on, guys? My name is Cakes Mitchell. Sorry, I'm still fighting a little sickness here, but today we're going to be checking out a new artist that was sent to me, and this is Henry AZ or Henry A to Z. Not sure how to pronounce it yet. I know he signed it Juicy J. That's really all I know going into this, so let's check it out, guys. Also, let me know if there's any other new artists that you guys like. Leave it in the comment section. Might check them out.
First 6 months of my deal felt like a flop, cause I couldn't get my shit together in time to drop. Made a promise to my fans, it wouldn't take me that long. Man, you working for a legend, get your mind up out the box. If I had $1 for every time that I heard it, I'd buy a new life and tell you that I deserved it. I should be snapping on everybody at they necks, but if Juicy taught me anything, it's how to show respect. Through the city, take a long drive, fell in love one time, gonna find out she don't even want guys. Heartbreak, been a long time since I felt that. Finally felt it with this song, must have fell back into this. Pray that I don't mention this. No, I could've died on a couple different incidents. No, I just arrived in the game, but I'm pimping it. We ain't got no time for you lames acting different. Give me that cash, okay.
I just want to stop here and pause and comment for a second. Overall, I like the sound and the flow of everything. I think, lyrically, I think everything is pretty on point. I would like some more complexity, in multi-syllabic rhyme schemes and stuff. But overall, like the sound. I think that his voice, getting into the verses and stuff, is a little raspy. Still indifferent about that at the moment. But let's listen more.
Give me that cash, I'll count it. Boy, I seen your IG flexing that shit, your allowance. Give me that cash, I'll count it. Give me that cash, I'll count it. Different day, a different way to make 100,000. To the bitch, do a handstand with it. First I hit them, my man can't hit it. Throw it up like, man, I'm spinning. She came from San Fran with it. They used to ask me if I make it, I said shit if I know. My favorite bitch is hella thick, I call her Mexicano. The first 6 months of my deal felt like a flop, cause I couldn't get my shit together in time to drop. Made a promise to my fans, it wouldn't take me that long. Man, you working for a legend, get your mind up out the box. If I had $1 for every time that I heard it, I'd buy a new life and tell you that I deserved it. I should be snapping on everybody at they necks, but if Juicy taught me anything, it's how to show respect. Through the city, take a long drive. Fucking with me, homie, know you got the wrong guy. Die over the wrong vibes. Sometimes I just wanna end it all, but then when I step inside of the booth, I feel a bronze-side infinite. Play, I count the deficit. Went straight to the league, out of school, that's a definite. Push me to the edge and I'm standing on the precipice. Got her on her knees and she told me that she blessing it. So homie, what's your motive? So homie, what's your motive? I'm taking charge of everything and yes, I hope you notice. So homie, what's your motive? So homie, what's your motive? I'm taking charge of everything and yes, I hope you notice. To the bitch, do a handstand with it. First I hit them, my man can't hit it. Throw it up like, man, I'm spinning. She came from San Fran with it. They used to ask me if I make it, I said shit if I know. My favorite bitch is hella thick, I call her Mexicano.
Alright, guys, that was Henry A to Z. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Off the jump, I thought it was pretty good. I think that his flow and his cadence is definitely more of an aggressive kind of feel. It reminds me a lot of a rapper that goes by the name of Gmo Ski. So if you guys have not heard of Gmo, definitely go look him up. He does a lot of aggressive, horrorcore kind of stuff, and this is definitely not that. But the way he raps, his flow, his cadence definitely reminds me of Gmo a hell of a lot. I would like one thing with the flow though is that I wish he would pull back on it just a tad, when people rap in a style that makes it not sound like their voice, it's more of a caricature of someone or someone else. An example of this is Chris Webby is a guy that I think is super talented, but he kind of puts on this cartoonish kind of vibe when he raps, and it's become his thing. But I think that he would connect with more people if he pulled back on that a bit, and he definitely has done that as of recently. And however, his voice is very cartoonish. If you watch any of his IG stories and stuff, he does kind of talk like that, but it just sounds a little cartoonish when you hear it and stuff. So I'm not sure how this guy sounds in real life, Henry, how he sounds in real life, if this is his actual voice or whatever. But if it's not, I'd like for him to pull back on the caricature of the grimy kind of thing just a bit, because I think he's really going to connect with a lot more people when it sounds more genuine. I feel like that's kind of been the wave as of recently. with a lot of people that have kind of shaken like caricatures and stuff, and just been a little bit more genuine in their vocal tonality, at least. But that's just my personal preference. Like if it works for someone, because I think a lot of people fall into this thing of they want to sound different, and which is not a bad thing, and it works at first. Like you have this absurd kind of like sound, voice, flow, whatever, and it grabs people's attention. But I don't think that really has longevity. Like I wouldn't want to listen to like a 14, 16 song album of like this crazy dude. Like I want to connect on it on some kind of level. A really good example is Mike Posner's new album, A Real Good Kid. I really, really love that album, and just because he kind of got rid of all this existential stuff and just kind of did a self-reflection kind of vibe, and you could tell it was like genuinely him coming through. But overall, I think the Maltese picked up throughout the remainder of the song. I think they did a pretty good job with that. So far, first initial reaction to this track. Again, first time listening to this ever. First initial reaction to this track. First initial vibe. I like it. Intrigued to hear more. And I think the whole thing he has going on with Juicy J of like people comparing him, not comparing him to him, but like the pressure of having Juicy above you and like living up to that expectation. That's interesting, and something that I think even like Hopsin did when he was signed to Ruthless Records with Eazy-E. I think it's a similar kind of thing that he could kind of play up on that. I just wouldn't want how Hopsin kind of like took the whole Ruthless Records situation and just absolutely exploited it. It worked for him, but it's just, you're definitely going to burn bridges doing that. So, but also intrigued to hear that perspective. I think that's a really interesting perspective, how like NF's new album Perception was kind of talking about living up to the hype of his previous album Therapy Session, and how he has this thing going on where he's like living up to the expectations of Juicy J. I think it's super intriguing and something I would be on board with. Would also really love to see some visuals. I think having an image is super important, and videos on YouTube, like I think it's like legit impossible to blow up now without having some kind of visuals on YouTube. So and I'm not saying that he doesn't, I just don't know, and this was the link that was sent to me. So, but overall, guys, that is that. I think it's a pretty good track, pretty good starter track. Intrigued to hear more. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you indifferent? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys want me to react to your music that you make personally, all you gotta do is go to my Fiverr at fiverr.com/Kix Mitchell and follow the instructions to do that there. I also live stream every Sunday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to about midnight, except for tonight because I'm watching Avengers Endgame. So excited for that. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time. And until next time.